Sony announced its new true wireless earbud WF-1000XM3. There are also a speculation in the market that Sony will release WH-1000X Mark IV. In case that's happening soon, my advice to you right now is no. Let's talk about the Sony WF-1000X Mark III true wireless earbud first. There are only 2 videos posted by Sony on their YouTube website, but there's one more on their Amazon shopping site. I'll leave the links below. Let's have a quick walk through what's new on this Sony WF-1000X Mark III true wireless earbuds. Firstly, industry-leading noise cancellation. Pay attention to the fine text. The research is done by Sony and is only focusing on true wireless noise-cancelling earbuds. If you Google these 2 terms together, you probably would find that Sony is only competing with Sony itself. Even the available options in Java, the earbuds is wireless with neckband. Interesting, on left and right simultaneous Bluetooth transmission. This is like Apple AirPods and some other newer earbuds design. Hopefully both sides would act as master. However, Sony didn't mention that whether each of the earbuds can be used individually. Finally, they have magnetized charging case, which is a huge improvement from all the previous versions using mechanical latches and always missing the contact and unable to charge. A single charge gives you 6 hours playtime, without ANC it's 8 hours. If you're in a rush, put it into the case for 10 minutes, give you another 90 minutes playtime. The charging case gives you another 3 charges, that means in total 24 hours with ANC or 32 hours without ANC. Touch and hold the left button for quick attention here through, or tap the cycle ANC mode.
Tap and hold the right ear and speak with voice assistant.
Conflicts here. The video shows that voice assistance is double tapping left button. The Amazon instruction is to tap and hold right earbud. Maybe it's configurable or maybe both way work, I'm not sure. Basic operation is the right earbud, single tap, play, pause, double tap, skip forward, triple tap, back to the last track, as standard like other single button headphones. Also, don't forget that it is using Bluetooth 5.0 and it supports SBC and AAC, but not aptX HD or Sony's own LDAC. But it doesn't quite matter. If you still don't know, I'm going to tell you the bloody truth. After A/B testing, Sony's headphones have been not very detailed, so it's not fully using the high definition benefit. For example, on WH-1000XM3, the performance on AAC and LDAC is audibly identical, so you're not losing anything. Android will run AAC if it can. One of the reasons that I'm not recommending is their track record of lacking traction in their microphone quality in a few generations of their premium ANC headphones as well as true wireless earbuds. That's unforgivable in terms of their price, they have years of experiences, and their top-selling market share. They're purely a very hypey marketing engine. From nearly all the internet reviews, due to the affiliate commissions behind the scenes selling these top-selling Sony headphones, what we can usually hear about their microphone quality is, it's not the best, but the other side of the phone can hear me. The truth is, this is a recording from Apple AirPods 1 in a coffee shop. This is a recording through Apple AirPods 2 in a coffee shop. This is a recording through Bose Quiet Comfort 35 Mark II in a coffee shop. This is recording through Bose 3 sound spots in a coffee shop. This is a recording through Sony WH-1000X Mark II in a coffee shop. This is a recording through Sony WH-1000X Mark III in a coffee shop. This is a recording through Sony WH-1000XM3 in a coffee shop with noise cancellation. Hey everyone, I'm back to the coffee shop that I usually test my headphones microphone. This is a recording through my replaced Sony WH-1000X Mark III. What do you think about the quality of these new replaced headphones? This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3 in a coffee shop. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3 in a coffee shop. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000. This is a recording through Sony WF-SP700N in a coffee shop. This is a recording through Sony WF-SP700N in a coffee shop. This is a recording through Sony WF-SP700N in a coffee shop. This is a recording through Apple AirPods 1 on a PC3. This is a recording for Apple AirPods 1 on the PC3. This is a recording for Apple AirPods 1 on the PC3. This is a recording for Apple AirPods 1 on the PC3. This recording is for Apple AirPods 2 on the PC3. This recording is for Apple AirPods 2 on the PC3. This recording is for Apple AirPods 2 on the PC3. This recording is for Apple AirPods 2 on the PC3. This recording is through Apple AirPods 2 on the PC3. This recording is through Apple AirPods 2 on the PC3. This recording is through Apple AirPods 2 on the PC3. This recording is through both free sound spots on the PC3. This recording is through both free sound spots on the PC3. This recording is through both free sound spots on the PC3. This recording is through both free sound spots on the PC3. This recording is through both free sound spots on the PC3. This is a recording through Bose Quiet Comfort 35 Mark II. This is a recording through Bose Quiet Comfort 35 Mark II. This is a recording through Bose Quiet Comfort 35 Mark II. This is a recording through Bose Quiet Comfort 35 Mark II. This is a recording through Bose Quiet Comfort 35 Mark II. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3 on the PC3. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3 on the PC3. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3 on the PC3. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3. This is a recording through Sony WF-SE700N on the PC3. This is a recording through Sony WF-SE700N on the PC3. This is a recording through Sony WF-SE700N on the PC3. This is a recording through Sony WF-SE700N on the PC3 with cancellation on. This is a recording with Sony WF-SE700N on the PC3 with light cancelling on. This is a recording through Sony WF-SE700N on the PC3 with light cancelling on. This is a recording through Sony WF-SE700N PC3 with light cancelling on. This is a recording through Sony WF-SE700N on the PC3 with light cancelling on. This is a recording through Sony WF-SE700N on the PC3 with light cancelling on. A recording WF-700 cancelling. This is a recording through on the PC3 with light cancelling on. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3 on the PC3. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3 on the PC3. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3 on the PC3. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3 on the PC3. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3 on the PC3. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3 on the PC3. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3 in a PC traffic. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3 on a PC traffic. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3 on the PC traffic. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3 on the PC3. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3 on the PC3. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3 on the PC3 with noise. This is a recording through Sony WF-1000XM3. I'm in the walkway that I need to record very heavy traffic. This walkway is surrounded by two sides of the traffic. Actually, it's fully loaded by like buses and trucks. So yeah, it is really quite noisy. But its noise level is basically around 85 to 95 decibels. So we'll see how the performance of the Sony WH-1000XM3. Okay, let's talk a little bit about Sony WH-1000XM4. These have to be related to Sony WH-1000XM3. If you have watched my last video, you probably have heard the very detailed A/B testing guiding you to point out problems of sound quality issues of Sony WF-1000X Mark III. And usually users prefer Sony is because of the sound signature, because of the heavier bass, and usually Sony is not giving as adequate detail as other headphones. As this is quite a general trend on a lower cost Sony headphones, that's probably below $350 with all those bells and whistles. So I'm not expecting Sony WF-1000X Mark IV would improve any further, except that Sony might tweak the sound signature to attract more people. Again, this is gimmicky hype, but this is not quality improvement. There's still lots of issues on Sony WF-1000X Mark III, which is difficult to say whether Mark IV would have a significant improvement on it. One of the change on Sony WF-1000X Mark III to Mark II is that it has a slant driver, so the driver is slightly tilted towards human ear and giving a little bit more spacious soundstage. However, whether they can continue to squeeze more space from the ear cup of XM4 in order to reach the comfort level of Bose and Sennheiser, that would be a big question. Sony's touchpad technology is not particularly better than other brands, particularly Sennheiser PXC550, which is 3 years old headphone, a much better detailed articulated touchpad than Sony. And Sony also has to resolve the touchpad issue in cold weather. Another problem of Sony WH-1000X Mark III is its USB-C charging. It is not accepting all the QC 3.0 chargers, and don't even talk about PD chargers. In the future, we are going to have more and more of these powerful compatible chargers. The problem with this Sony WH-1000X Mark III headphone is that it is not just reducing the current to 1.5 ampere or 7.5 watt. It even rejects to be charged, just like the old days Nokia and BlackBerry phones. In order to be future-proof, WH-1000X Mark IV has to be a lot more intelligent in order to accept a much higher power charging and reduce to a safe level, which all the chargers are able to support. And like both latest 700 headphones, we would expect Sony WH-1000X Mark IV should put back two separate buttons, one for adjusting ANC levels and the other one for voice assistance. And why I think there would be 85% or even 90% of chances that Sony will release WH-1000X Mark IV within the second half of 2019. The reason is the annual cycle of Sony's business. If you look into the stock price of Sony, Sony should be categorized into conglomerates or electronic tycoons. It is not an audio company, so the equivalent to be compared to, for example, like Panasonic, Sharp. We can see that most of these companies, they are either stagnant or they are in a ups and down trend. They are going nowhere. However, Sony is steadily going upward. And if you observe, all the Sony's product life cycle are very, very short. For example, in their TV business, pretty much all the ranges would have a new model every single year. They are a company, and I'm not opposing this kind of behavior. However, there are two issues that we have to face as a customer perspective. Number one is that Sony might already have prototype of a few generations of the product, so the next generation is not going to be really, really good to resolve all the issues. Otherwise, then they cannot restart the annual milking cycle on all the cash cow. That means you and me. Sony definitely would release only a little bit of things every single year in order to induce an upgrade path for most of us. And since that it is a listing company, it would need to have annual performance reporting to their shareholders. That's the reason how Sony can maintain annual revenue growth. I don't completely reject Sony. If I'm going to buy a new TV, my next TV is going to be Sony as well. What I don't like is only their audio division's performance, which is giving us pretty suck products, but still attracting a lot of massive users. They definitely know what the users want, but they are not giving you the best of the best. So if you are intending to upgrade to or purchase one of the Sony the code name is going to be very confusing. WF-1000XM3 or WH-1000XM4 if it's coming in this year, you should only buy either if you have the physical assets that you test for everything, you feel really happy, then feel free to get it. Or if you don't have physical access, like in some of the countries or some of the town, At least find some reviewers who can give you accurate audio demo. I'm talking about my channel or maybe Olaf Gadget, if he has access to these headphones well, but definitely not Jim or Z Review yet. They have not yet standardized their calibration profile in what circumstances that we can listen in order to get a very close to reality sound performance. In coming time, I'll be publishing why and how I do my sound demos, and hopefully that would help other reviewers to pick up more accurate reviews to benefit all of you.